So that means it's a Sunday. That means that you have the 10 a.m. with Lisa Taylor. And then you also have the noon restorative class with Debbie Rill. And then following that, we have the 2-hour, it's actually a workshop class. So you will practice like usual. And that's a detox class with Debbie Dower. Fun things. So that's the official say for Jan 1. All right, let's get moving. Take child's pose. So knees together, or opposite direction. Toes together, knees wide. Take a nice full breath in. And on your exhale, clear all the air out. Start looking for your Ujjayi breath. So taking longer inhales, followed by full and complete exhales. As you breathe here, let your fingertips settle down into the mat, down into the floor. Create a long spine that stretches from the front of your mat all the way to the back end. If I missed you with the assistant card at the beginning of class, it's at the upper right-hand corner. And it's currently flipped to no. But as you guys already know, you're welcome to, I don't know where that went. But you're allowed to flip them back and forth at any time throughout class. Once more, take a breath in. And exhale. On your next breath in, tuck your toes under. Inhale, downward facing dog. Take some stretches here. Let your tailbone reach up and back towards the far side of your mat. Stretch out your knees, walk the dog, whatever you need to do. Now on your inhale, pick your right leg up straight towards the ceiling. Bend your top knee and open up your hip. Get the full side body stretch here. Fingertip, your pinky finger into the mat. That's it, Jordan. Press down through that right hand, even a little bit more. There you go. Now lift up and out through your knee, as high as it'll go. Take a full breath in. Exhale, bring your knee to your nose. Hug it up and in. Inhale, press up and back. Open the knee. Exhale, knee to the outside of your right elbow. So on the same side, here you go, all the way up. Inhale, press the leg back. Once more. Exhale, knee to opposite elbow. So this time you get the crossbody. Here it is. Inhale, bring it back up. Now put this foot back down on the mat. Bring your left leg into the air. Bend your top knee, open up your hip, get the full stretch all along your side body. Take a breath in. Exhale, knee to nose. Hug your belly button up. Inhale, step the foot back. Exhale, knee to left elbow. Here we go. Inhale, step it back. Last time. Exhale, knee to right elbow, cross body, hug, hug, hug. That's it, Caitlin. Inhale, press back. All right, both feet down. Take a full breath in. Exhale. Walk your feet to your hands. Halfway lift. And stay. I've been loving this halfway lift here. Bring your hands either to your shins or your thighs, but I want a little extra support here. Get your spine as long as it can go. This means supporting yourself with your low belly here. Hug it up and in. One more breath. Ragdoll, let your head drop down. You can find some sway from side to side here. Or just look to get that full stretch from your heels all the way through the crown of your head. Press your heels into the mat. Inhale, roll to stand. Let's take extended mountain fingertips straight up to the ceiling. Exhale your hands down to heart center. So we'll start class today, 1 Om. Take a breath in. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold. Breathe in, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga. Upward facing dog on your breath in. Downward facing dog on your breath out. Take 2 breaths here, letting your sits bones reach up and back to the far side of your mat. One more time, in and out. Feet to hands. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Extended mountain, go up and back this time. Fold. Halfway lift. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. 2 breaths here. Let your fingertips stay planted on the mat as you look to create a little more space from your hands to your hips. That's it, Caitlin. Good job. One more breath here. Let it go. Feet to hands. Halfway lift. Fold. Here we go. Extended mountain, up and back. Fold. Halfway lift. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog on the inhale. Down dog, exhale. Good. Press down through your pointer fingers into the mat. Bring some softness to your knees. A little bit of bend here. That's it. And now hug your ankles together. So it press in towards my hands instead of out. Yeah, that's it. Lighting up the insides of your legs. Take 1 more breath here. Exhale. Feet to hands. Halfway lift. Good job. Forward fold. 1 more time. Inhale, extended mountain. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog, breath in. Down dog, exhale. Take 2 full breaths here. And out. That's it. Good job, Amanda. Breathe in. Let it go. Feet to hands. Halfway lift. Fold. Chair pose. Sit low. Here you go and stay. Bring your hands out to cactus arms. I've been loving this one. So it means not only letting yourself hang forwards onto your legs, but instead pick your shoulders and your arms up. Find a stretch all the way across your chest into your elbows. Stay for 1 more breath. Sit low. Fold. Halfway lift, cactus arms. I know, hands out to it too. Here we go. Cactus arms. Fold. Halfway lift. 1 more time. Cactus arms. Chaturanga. Keeping your hands wide. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Take right side, warrior 1. Wide hands as you bring it up. That's it. Exhale, chaturanga. We're just going to flow to the next side. Upward facing dog. Through to downward facing dog. Left side, warrior 1. Hands out as wide as they will go. Chaturanga, bring it down. Upward facing dog. And into downward facing dog. Take a nice big breath in. Sigh. There we go. Breath in. Sigh. Last one. Bonus breath. Inhale. Bend your knees. Hop. Halfway lift. Fold. Cactus arms, chair pose. Fold. Halfway lift. Cactus arms. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog on your inhale. Downward facing dog. Exhale. Right side, warrior 1. Press down through your big toe. Chaturanga. Good job, Sarah. Let's move. Upward facing dog. You've got it. Down dog. Left side, warrior 1. Yes, you can. I have you. Come low into that front knee. Oh, yeah. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Yes, take the sigh when you need it. Press through your pointer fingers, letting your hands rotate inwards. That's it. 1 more time with your breath in. Exhale, feet to hands. Halfway lift, fold. Cactus, chair arms. What in the world did I just say? Forward fold. Halfway lift, chaturanga. Upward facing dog, breathe in. Down dog, exhale, take right side, warrior one. That's it, stepping as low as you can into the lunge, fingertips wide, chaturanga. Upward facing dog, shoulders back. Downward facing dog, left side, warrior one. Pressing through your big toe and the edge of your foot, chaturanga. Upward facing dog and downward facing dog. Take 3 breaths while we're here. See if you can bring softness to your knees, hugging your ankles into center line. That's it. One more time, breathe in. Exhale, feet to hands. Halfway lift, fold. Chair pose, shoulders hugging back and together, fold. Halfway lift, chaturanga. Upward facing dog with your breath in. Downward facing dog, right side, warrior one. Breathing in as you go up. Exhale, bring it right back down. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog, left side, warrior one. Getting as low as you can into the lunge, chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. One of the things that I love about assisting or being able to give hands-on prompts in class is that we have different levels of assists. Some of them start at the skin level, some of them are muscle assists, some of them are bone assists. But I think the best ones are where you're not really changing anything. You're just bringing attention to a new area. You guys didn't need a deep assist there. You just needed some new attention. So let's try it like this. Take a breath in. Exhale, bend your knees. Hop. One more time. Halfway lift. Fold. Chair pose, shoulders together. Fold. Halfway lift. Chaturanga. Focus on your belly here. Upward facing dog. Down dog. Right side, warrior one. Reach up through your hands. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Left side, warrior one. Press through the edge of your foot into the mat. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. That's it. Last time, take a breath and sigh. There, one more in. Let it go. Now bring your right leg up into the air. Yep, right leg, kick it straight up, high into the air. Bend your top knee, open up your hip. Go for the side body stretch and into flip dog. Yes, that's it. Now focus on that right shoulder reaching out towards the side of your mat. Spreading your fingertips, hugging your shoulder tips together so that you can create a little bit more space in your chest. One more breath. Back over high plank and into side plank. Right hand down, left hand straight up to the ceiling. Now look over your top hand. I want you to really bring this energy to it. Press your hand up towards your drishti point, almost like you're about to give it a high five. Spread your fingertips as you lift. Chaturanga. Move through up dog and into down dog. Take your breath. Yep, let it go. Bring your left leg into the air. Now, I know you already know where we're going. Bend your top knee, open up your hip, full side body stretch into flip dog. Now, let's organize your feet here. Bring them hip width distance. Yeah, that's it. Good job. Now, both of them face straight out towards the edge of your mat. That's it. From here, plug the center of your heels straight down so that you can lift your hips 1, maybe 2 inches higher. Yes, last breath. Back over high plank. Side plank. Yes, left hand down, right hand straight up to the ceiling. Now look over those fingertips. Yeah, you have this. Bring as much lightness to the pose as what you can. One more breath, Sarah. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Down dog. Take a breath in. Let it go. Right side crescent lunge. Take your feet out wide on the mat. It's going to help. Now, Josh, I'm about to bring another aspect into this, so I'm sorry. Yeah, I know. Here you go. Back knee off of the mat. And why? We're going to load these into some springs. So right leg acts like the spring in this whole thing. I like to think about the back of my thigh doing a lot of the work, your glutes doing the work, but also your core. That's what makes the balance here. Reach your fingertips up to the ceiling, and in one breath, breathe in. Exhale, left knee to your chest. Inhale, step back. Exhale, knee to chest. Here we go, 3 more times. Inhale, back. Exhale, step. Inhale, back. Exhale, step. Last one. Inhale, step back. Exhale, knee to chest. And put your foot back down on the ground. Bring your hands to heart center. Twist to the right. Now, this first twist is the hardest one of the whole practice because you really got to focus in breathing into your side ribs, your lowest ribs. Think about your left side of your body, inflating it with each inhale. 2 more breaths here. You've got it. 1 more. And then on your next inhale, we'll rise up, take crescent lunge, and into warrior 2. Good job. Drishti over your front fingertips. Oh, now I'm really going to do a bad thing. So come up here, bring this foot, to 90 degrees. So we used to have this fun trick in TT where you'd bring your block and stick it right behind your front knee so that you get down to 90 degrees. Oh, there you go. Good job. So staying low in the leg. Nicely done. Yes, yes, yes. Extended side angle. You can actually hold your block there. But to be honest, I pulled my calf so many times trying to do that. Now, Caitlin, reach your bottom hand down towards the mat or a block here. Yeah, that's it. Come a little bit lower in this knee. Yes, just like that. Press your big foot back into the mat. Keep your heel there. Reach these toes up here instead. So just around. Okay, never mind. Take 1 more breath and chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Take your breath and sigh. It's like letting the heat out of the pot. Breathe in, sigh. Let's do left side crescent lunge. Now, Minnie and Jeanette, you got to be careful you're not going to kick anything over when you do these. So left leg low. This is the spring. You know you've got to use all that action. Take a breath in. Exhale, knee to chest. Drishti to 1 point. Inhale, step back. Exhale, knee to chest. Inhale, back. Exhale, knee to chest. 2 more times. Inhale, step. Exhale, knee. Last one. Inhale, step back. Exhale, knee comes up. Inhale, foot down. Hands to heart center and twist to the left. Here we go. Second twist of the practice. Keep your back leg active. Yep, just like that. Skin to muscle to bone so that you can actually lift this right hip a little bit higher, keeping them in line. Good job. Now lift through this bottom shoulder, heart high. Yeah, just like that. Take 2 breaths here. With each exhale, twisting out as far as you can go. Yeah, you've got this, Jordan. Good job. 1 more time. Let it go. Inhale, rise up, crescent lunge. Warrior 2. Hey, that was awesome. Now press through this big toe. You can bring your front foot out a little bit farther even. I know it's going to make that lunge a little harder, but that's perfect. 90 degrees there in your front leg. Yes, Amanda. You've got like 1/2 centimeter further to go. Come down, extended side angle. Now, I love this stretch and extended side angle. Press your right pinky toe down into the mat. Lift up through your fingertips until you get the full side body stretch here. Good job. 2 more breaths. Let it go. Last one in. And then your exhale, bring your hand down to your mat. Chaturanga. Move through upward facing dog and into downward facing dog. Good job. Take a breath in and let it go. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Feet to hands. Halfway lift. Fold. Chair pose. Yeah. Chair. Heels down into the mat. Now lift your fingertips 1 inch higher. I used to love to get so low into chair that I actually stopped using my core here entirely. Use your core to pull your fingertips up. Yep, just 1 inch higher. Now try looking up. I know belly's gonna have to be really active here. Take a breath. Bring your hands to heart center. Twist to the right. Now, 2 breaths here, not that long. And let it go. One more time. In and out. Before you breathe in, rise up. Chair pose. Fold. Yep, feet wide. Pointer fingers around your big toes and let your head hang down. Let your head drop. I want you to check in with yourself. What are you looking to get out of your practice? What's the thing that got you up at some unreasonable hour to make your way onto your mat here for your practice? Like you had a goal in mind, some motivating factor. What was it? How do you reach that? What makes you feel like you've lived into that goal? Sometimes I just want to feel strong. I want to feel fit and active. All of those things. And for me, it's often aliveness that I'm looking for. You know, where you can feel your heart beating. You know you've worked hard. You're working with your body to create something. So I want you to set your sights. What do you want to have happen in your practice? Okay? Just that. Let's go chair pose round 2. Sit low. Yes, here you go. Reach your fingertips 1 inch higher than what you imagine. Hug your front ribs into center. Low belly is going to hug up and in. Take a breath before you bring your hands to heart center. Now twist to the left. Sitting low in your hips. Yeah, that's it. Even 1 inch lower in your hips, bring your heart high. That's the one tenet you're really looking for in this twist. 1 more breath before you inhale. Rise up, chair pose. Fold, exhale. Bring your feet wide on the mat. Tuck your palms underneath your toes and let your head drop down. I know these folds are like the best part of the whole practice. Find a steady breath for yourself. The last version of this pose, I asked you to set your goal for this practice. What do you want to have happen? I want you to evaluate for yourself what is happening. Different from what you want to have happen. What is the factual reality of your experience so far this morning? The difference between those 2 questions. What do I want to have happen? What is happening? That's the space of power. And I mean that in every place in your life. If you can identify what you want to have happen, let your head drop down. And then what is happening, you can always find a space where you can create change for yourself. When you can be in control and powerful. So let's set our sights. Get ready. Crow. You could do the goddess squat variation if you're dying for it, but here we go. Crow, hands out wide. Let's go for 10, 9, 8, 7. Good job. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Chaturanga. However you want to get there, upward facing dog, through to downward facing dog. Take a breath in, let it go, feet to hands. Halfway lift and fold. Inhale, roll to stand, and we're going to take right side eagle. Right arm under, right leg over. Pick your elbows up 1 more inch. That's it. Eyes to your same drishti point. Switch sides. Left arm under, left leg over. Start thinking about melting your thoracic spine through your chest. Yeah, just like that. Using soft breaths to create new space in your upper chest and back. 1 more breath. Switch sides. Right arm under, right leg over. Eagle. Now from here, slowly migrate your elbows to your knees. I just love this little movement. That's it, nice and slow. Use your belly to control. Take airplane legs. Keep your arms bound for this one. Yep, so eagle arms stay, but airplane at legs. Now, the best stretch here is bringing your elbows up even further, really letting your upper back stretch out as you reach forwards. Now, reach your hands out front. This is called Warrior 3. I know, you were like, I thought there were 2 warriors. There's actually a third one, and it looks like this. Hug your shoulder blades together. Take a breath. And on your exhale, let your fingertips drop down to the floor or down to a mat for standing splits. Yep, that's it. If you've really got a lot of space, you can actually bring your fingertips, one or both of them, around your standing foot to add like a little bit more spice to it. That's it. Kick your heel as high as it'll go. And on your exhale, we'll bring both feet down. Feet wide on the mat, forward fold, shake out your sides, do what you need to. And on our inhale, we'll roll all the way up to standing. So let's try it one more time. Left arm under, left leg over. Here we go, eagle. Set your drishti on the ground about 4 feet in front of you. We're going to use the same drishti for all of these poses. When you're ready, elbows to knees. Nice and slow in the migration. Minnie and Jeanette, I can't see you, but you too. Hug your belly up and in. Take airplane legs. Arms stay bound for this one. Press out through your heel like you're about to kick the wall or your yogi neighbor behind you. Warrior 3. Reach both fingertips out front. Flex your raised foot. Come down for standing splits. Fingertips down to blocks or down to the ground. If you've got enough space, you can always grab your ankle. Take a breath here, kicking the top foot as high as it'll go. And feet down. You can shake it out. On your inhale, we'll roll to stand. And let's move straight into dancer. So right side dancer, right hand back, left hand forwards. Good job. Soft part of your elbow faces out towards the edge of the pose. Now, first round of this dancer, think about length. From your knee to your fingertip, how long can you get? Stretching out all across your mat. Amanda, elbows back to knees. That's what you're looking for. There you go. One more breath. Swap. Left side dancer. Left hand back, right hand forwards. This time, bring a little bit of height to it. Press your big toe up towards the ceiling. Yeah, that's it. Pick your knee up even 1 inch higher. Bring this quality of lightness to the pose before you switch sides. Right hand back, second set. Here we go. Right side dancer. Yep, here it is. Reach from one end of the pose to the other. 2 breaths. One more. Switch. Left hand back, right hand forwards. Last set of dancer. Here it is, the last version of it. Are you ready? Yogis, go. Press your big toe down into the mat. Take a last breath and move your feet down to the mat. Let's come to right side tree pose. So hands at heart center, reaching up to the ceiling, or even namaste, hands behind your back. Whichever version of tree pose is going to serve your practice today, choose that one for yourself. Look to soften your shoulders together on your back. Switch sides. Left side tree pose, last one. Press down through your big toe and then reach up through the crown of your head. Like you're pulling apart the 2 sides of this pose. On your exhale, bring both feet down, shake it out. Inhale, extended mountain reach up. Exhale, fold. Breathe in, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga. Upward facing dog on your breath in. Downward facing dog, breath out. Take right side triangle. Yep, right foot all the way to the head of your mat. Right hand down either to a block, your shin, or the ground. Ooh, switch your block out to the outside of the foot. Yeah, try it that way. Pull back through your right hip. So this pose is actually a little funky. Bring some softness to your front knee. So what happens in this pose is as you press down through your big toe, your calf and all the muscles in the bottom of your leg are actually wrapping down and inside towards that toe. But the thing is, in triangle, past your knee, all of your thigh muscles are actually hugging up and out towards your hip. So you have these 2 distinct things that you're creating in your leg. And the item to know is that you actually can't create these 2 actions unless your front knee is just a little bit bent. So that's it. And press down through your big toe. On your next breath in, rise up to standing, and we'll take side facing, wide-legged forward fold. Bring your hands onto your mat or onto the ground right underneath of your shoulders. I've been loving this exercise lately. It's super fun. So with your hands right under your shoulders, you're going to take a nice deep inhale. On your exhale, blow all the air out. And from here, you're going to roll up onto your big toes, putting weight into your hands. On your inhale, bring your heels back down. So exhale, heels come up onto your toes. Inhale, heels down. Just go back and forth like this. We've got this for 10, 9, 8. Yeah, Josh, you can bring your hands in further. 7, 6, hands wide. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Walk your fingertips over to the front of your mat. Let's take a runner's lunge or a half split. So you get to decide which one's going to work for you. Half split means left knee onto the ground while your right foot is out in front of you. For a runner's lunge, you're bringing both hands to the inside of your right foot and then bending your right knee. Yeah, that's it. And either pose works here. For my splits, flex your front foot and pull your pinky toe back towards your face. For my runner's lunge, hug your knee into your right arm. You could choose to stay up on your hands or bring your forearms down to the floor. No matter where you're at, see if you can keep a long spine from your hips all the way through your shoulder blades. For my half splits, pull your right hip backwards. Then everybody, we're going to do one last breath here before we come back to downward facing dog. So however you want to get there, make that happen. Downward facing dog. In down dog, let's go to left side triangle. Left foot out in front. Your back foot is acting as an anchor in this pose. Take a look at what do you want to have happen in triangle. Oftentimes I'm looking for a stretch. I'm looking to feel some lightness here. Check out what you want to have happen. And then compare it to what is happening. If you're noticing incongruencies between those two answers, see what you can do to positively influence the pose, to create the pose that your body is looking for here. Press your big toe into the mat. See if you need to straighten out your front knee more or give it a little bit of bend. Spread your fingertips and reach them towards the ceiling. Find the edge of the pose. That's usually where you're going. That's usually what you're looking for. Take one final breath. And we'll inhale and come up to rise. We're going to take side-facing wide-legged forward fold. But I have a little fun exercise that we're going to do instead of a side-facing wide-legged forward fold. So if you don't have a hand towel or something else to slide on, I'm bringing one around to you. Yeah, no problem. Here we go. Everybody else has a hand towel. Okay, good stuff. Now, you're just going to bring your hand towel right off of your mat. Your hands are going to want to stay on the mat for this. So you're bringing both of your feet onto the towel. Shoulders are going to stay stacked on top of your wrists for this. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale, you're going to let your toes slide out to a high plank. Inhale, bring them back up. Exhale, slide to a high plank. Inhale, back up, and exhale, slide. Yes, you have this. Hug through your low belly, creating a smooth glide all the way from the back up to the front. Here you go. Let's go for 10, 9. Minnie or Jeanette, a pair of fluffy socks and a carpet in your house for this exercise? Perfect. All right, where are we at? 5. Let's say 5. 4. 3. Good job, Caitlin. 2. Hug through your shoulders. 1. All right, guys. Remove your feet from your towel. Let's come into the half split or runner's lunge. All the way down. I love those stupid slides. They are hard, but they are so good for you. No, I don't. I've actually never taken a bar class before in my life. That's a good question. But it is, from what I hear, very similar. I get that feedback a lot. Also, if you've ever taken a Pilates class before with the reformer, that's very similar to some of those moves too, when you get those little slides in there. It's fun. We used to have a humongous reformer in my basement for years. We no longer have it. Hug in. It's like one of my favorite things to play on as a kid. My mom was horrified. One more breath. And we'll come back to our downward facing dog. Take your breath in and roll all the way to a high plank. From here, we're going to lower onto the mat. Take your toes and tuck them underneath of yourself for this one. Bring your fingertips way out in front of you. Tuck your head and your shoulders, tuck your chin in towards your chest. From here, you're going to press down and lift up for like this little mini locust pose. Create as much length as you can from your heels all the way up to your fingertips for 5, 4, you got it, 3, 2, 1, all the way back down. Tuck your knees side to side if you'd like. We're going to go out long as you can. Second set here, press down, lift up, inhale, locust pose. Fingertips going long, shoulders hug together. 3, 2, 1, and down. Let's take a quick floor bow. What do you guys want to do? 2 sets or 1 set? All right, let's see if we are going to do half bow today or just a full bow. Ready, set, round 1, potentially of 1, probably 2. Here we go for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back down. You can choose to switch sides or go for second set. I know. Here we go. Surprise. Press down. Lift up. Inhale. Floor bow. Round 2. Here it is. 5, 4. Feet flex. 3, 2, 1, and down. Hands by your low ribs. Inhale into upward facing dog. Yep. Press the tops of your feet down. Exhale. Bring your knees down. And we're going to roll straight onto our spine. So you'll need a block for this next move. Come into your bridge pose. And by the way, a block that's not going to bend or fold. Yeah, okay, good job. We've got great blocks here. So, in your bridge pose, set it up just like usual. You know what? You can do this one without a block. So either bring your block underneath the base of your spine or just remain in bridge pose. You get to choose whichever version of this is right for you today. On your inhale, bring your right leg straight up towards the ceiling. On your exhale, let that leg lower down to just beyond parallel with the other knee. Inhale, bring it back up. Exhale, let your leg lower. Inhale, bring it up. Exhale, leg lowers. The slower you go on the lower, the better it is. Inhale, back up. With your own breath, lower. Focus on keeping both hip points pressing down into the block or level if your hips are up in the air. Flex your foot and press out through your heel. Let's do this for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, slow lower, 3, 2, 1, switch sides. Opposite leg into the air. Here we go. Kick your heels straight up, flex your feet, press out and lower. That's it. Down for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale back up. Exhale and lower. Keep moving back and forth. Now we did it for quite a lot longer on the left side. So here we go for 20, 19. Flex your foot. 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, belly active, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring your hips back down to the mat. Remove your blocks. Since we've already got the blocks with you, Bring a foam block, by the way, straight up between your shins, heels pressing towards the ceiling. A water bottle that's empty can also work here too. Reach your fingertips up. On your exhale, you're going to slowly lower your hands and your feet. Inhale, bring it back up. Switch the block into your hands and exhale, lower. Inhale, bring it up. And exhale, lower. Keep going back and forth for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, and back up, 2, and 1. Last one. Inhale, bring it up. All right. Remove the blocks. Bring your shins parallel to the floor. We're doing my final and favorite of the abs exercises. Shins parallel, hands to the top of your knees. Press. All it is your hands pressing into your knees pressing into your hands. Here, bring your hands up a little bit higher here. Now feel the pit of your belly pull down towards the mat. Sarah, how's that going for you? Yes, for 10. Here, bring your fingertips up a little higher. 9, that's it. Hug hard. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Half pigeon. However you want to get there, right side half pigeon. You can go through down dog. You can lay on your back for this. Inquiry work is this act of discovery. Sometimes we call it self-discovery work. I've got quite a few TTs in class this morning. You guys know. Inquiry work sometimes looks like journaling, but it's actually baked into everything we do. Your whole practice is actually inquiry. So inquiry is the act of asking a question, not to discover an answer, like something that's right, but to learn something new. So one of my favorite pieces of inquiry is the one that we've done all throughout class today. What do you want to have happen? This works in any setting, any opportunity, any scenario in your life. What do you want to have happen? And after you establish that, you ask yourself, okay, what is happening? Switch to left side, half pigeon. The one thing that we have to consistently work on when we're doing inquiry work is getting specific. What do I want to have happen? I want to be happy. Okay. That's a good goal, but what in specific makes me feel happy? Like, what is it in my life? The emotions that I feel, the physical sensations, what equals happy? Like, what specific mixture of things makes me feel happy? What is happening? Where am I right now? Not the story of where I am, but just the reality of it, like the factual experience of it. Right here in half pigeon, the reality of the pose for you might be, oh wow, I'm getting a lot of feedback and sensation from my hip. The story of this pose for you might be, oh, my hip is bad. It doesn't like this. I don't like this. These sensations are wrong. I should be more flexible by now. But that's all story about what's happening. It's not the reality, the facts about your experience. On your next inhale, let's come to down dog real quick. Shake out your legs. All right, you're going to come the whole way through to a seated position, and we'll take tabletop. So heels are at fingertips facing your heels. You can choose either reverse plank or tabletop. Take a full breath in. On your exhale, bring your hips back down to the mat. Let's get upside down into waterfall, shoulder stand. This is your final chance to get your hips above your heart in class today. For my shoulder stands, take plow. Plow, come to deaf yogis with your knees bent by your ears. For all my yogis, slowly roll back down onto your mat, one vertebrae at a time. Come into supine twist. Bring your knees into your chest, let them fall to the left, eyes to the right. I have a few final little assists in this version in these last few poses. But no matter where you're at, focus on bringing a steady quality to your breath. With long, slow inhales, flowing into full and complete exhales. On your next breath, drop your knees over to the opposite side of your mat, eyes over your opposite shoulder. Take a full breath in. Exhale and settle down. Hug your knees into your chest. Take Shavasana, letting your arms go long, letting your legs go long with your eyes closed. Let your body and mind come to rest. Take a moment to notice the quality of your inhales and of your exhales. Take a full breath in and exhale. Bring some movement to your fingers and to your toes. When you're ready, hug your knees up into your chest. Rock onto your right side with your forehead on the mat, on the floor. Your next inhale, rise up to a seated position. Inhale, fingertips straight up towards the ceiling. And your exhale, let your fingertips settle down to heart center. Thank you all for joining me today. We'll close class with one Om. Take a breath in. Bring your thumb knuckles up to forehead center. Together we bow our heads and we say, Namaste. Thanks, yogis. Great to see you this morning. Thank you for hopping into class online, coming here to the studio, or even if you take this class a few weeks from now. Thanks for joining us.